So right now, I'm on my way to see Fast and Furious 6. Gonna catch the late showing at the Westfield Shopping Center Mall Theater. Hopefully you can see me okay. It's pretty dark out. I've watched it once online in a couple parts, you know, the big action sequences a couple times, but I have to see those on the big screen. This is a movie you have to experience in the theater. I've already done a review and a spoiler talk video, but I'll have some more stuff to talk about after another viewing, so stay tuned. I'm not being fast or furious, don't worry. Alright, here comes the scenic view. Hopefully you can see it okay. This is one of my favorite views. Valley. I didn't think there'd be anyone out tonight, but not that there's a lot, there's just more cars than I expected, but looking forward to seeing this movie again. Looking forward to seeing it on the big screen. There goes my traction light. So steep, it's just a long hill. There are some crazy drivers out tonight, so I'm being extra careful. There's Kent Station. Oop, that was a close one. We got a bank coming here soon, Heritage Bank. Here's some exclusive preview footage. We got the building there. So I just got on the West Valley, and like I said, there are some crazy drivers out. Lane hopping, car swapping. Okay, not car swapping, but make sure to get that on video. I'm just going to enjoy the highway tonight. Just got one car way in the background. Going about 35, 36. Still got about 40 minutes till the movie starts. I mean, the show time is at 11:05. But it says, you know, 10-15 minutes of previews. That's when the show will start. And I read that today, and for some reason that just clicked in my mind. I'm like, yeah, because it's like previews now. I just watch them all on YouTube. We got a line of cars here. Probably coming back from Fast and Furious. Got some tracks. That wasn't so bad. This weekend, Fast and Furious 6 made like 122 million. It's just domestically. So internationally, who knows how much it's made. I'll have to look up those numbers when I get home. But, and when I say better than Fast 5, I'm not like putting down Fast 5. Fast 5 that's the way you do an ensemble action movie. It has such a great formula. Fast 6, it just, I don't know, it flows really well, and it's just bigger, you know? So I guess I shouldn't say better, because that puts down Fast 5. saying like, well, they had to top that one. It's just the action sequences are bigger, literally, you know, a tank and a plane. You know, last Monday saw The Great Gatsby, got the 11 o'clock show, or 11:30, something like that. I just put up the review for it today on my channel, so you can check that out. I know I like coming down here, you know, late at night and then leaving. And there's like nobody out, just getting some footage. I'm thinking about recording a little bit in the mall, just kind of holding the camera, you know, to my side. Not having the screen out, just press record. I mean, how do you describe the things you love? I just love filming stuff. Some things I want to share with the world, you know. And the mall, I mean, good gosh. 6-7 years ago, we had the old mall. It was closing down, changing. And I had no idea they were going to renovate it so much and so well. But I have a lot of good memories there. Thankfully, I went there quite a bit. I used to be a bit of a mall rat. Those were some good old days. Anyways, I'm almost there, so I'm gonna stop the camera now. So I will check in just a bit. Alright, here we are at the Westfield Shopping Center Mall Emporium Theater Plus. Check that out. Sorry, that was noisy. Alright, never know who's crossing here. This place is freaking amazing. I could vlog here all night. Doing really good on time. I thought I was gonna just catch the show. Wow, quite a few people here. Good gosh, they're like packed. What the heck? Look at this. Hopefully you can see that okay. What the heck? I thought I was gonna have the parking lot to myself. I know all the restaurants are closed, all the shops are closed. I better go on in and take a look, see what's going on. This is insane. Can you see me okay? Well, I just got my ticket for the movie. So the previews are going right now. And you can definitely tell who's seeing Fast and Furious 6 tonight. A lot of racing cars around. It is crazy. But yeah, the theater, I mean, geez. Lots of people go to the movies on Memorial Day. I'll have to remember that. Anyways, I'm going to head in a few minutes. So have fun. And do yourself a favor. Buy yourself a ticket. I'm not sure why this movie isn't in IMAX, though. Kind of odd, you know, with the big action sequences and that. But maybe the next one will be. I will talk to you later. So I just finished watching Fast and Furious 6. I want to get some footage of the mall here. See the parking lot a lot clearer now. I was right up there, AMC IMAX. See, this is a good time to film. See what I could have done, seen the movie, and then stay at a hotel. Have some cheesecake. Well, once again, fantastic movie. Looked even better on the big screen. Justin Lin just went out with a bang. Just a great way to end this saga. So enjoy the sights. I drive around here. I'm gonna take a little detour here, see if anyone bought the old Zupa's building. They went out of business or relocated at the stop sign end of last year. Let's take a little 360 here. Don't worry, I'm watching the road. You just enjoy the scenery. But the moment that got the biggest laugh is when at the end, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, when Hobbs is coming towards the house, Tyrese Roman goes, "Why do I smell baby oil?" Or Mia, you better hide your baby oil. Better hide that big ass forehead of yours. And then Ludacris does a spit take. That one just got such a big chuckle. Alright, I think we're coming up to it here. And keep an eye out for Han. Now it looks like it's still empty. See it right there? That's where Zupa's used to be. See any racers out, that's good. But there was about good 20-25 people in the theater. I was surprised. Good crowd though. No babies crying, no loud chewing, no pun. And you know, one thing I learned from Justin Lin, one of many, when you're doing a chase sequence, a big action sequence, a really long bridge is like the perfect way to do it. I don't know if it's necessarily easier to shoot that way, but it looks just fantastic. It might be easier to get some of the shots that they want to, since they're just going straight ahead in one direction. But when I do a big action sequence someday in a film, I'll try and get a bridge in one of those. And just when you think the movie's over, hopefully that's not blurry right there. Just when you think it's over, Shaw gets to walk away. And thankfully everyone stayed for that post-movie scene featuring Jason Statham. Now he's playing Ian Shaw, Owen's brother, in Fast and Furious 7. Which I guess that'll be the first sequel to Tokyo Drift. That's coming out, geez, next summer. I really hope they're not, you know, rushing it. I really want to like it. And Brian Tyler didn't do the score, even though they used a bunch of the score pieces from the previous Fast and Furious movies. Alright, we got a turn here. See if they can go around us here. Lucas Vidal is about 27, 28, I believe. He did some of the music score for this movie. I imagine the big action sequences, some of those had a couple of sounds that didn't really sound like Tyler. But I'm so glad that they used most of Tyler's tracks. No offense to Vidal at all, but he wrote some great ones. And I did a review of The Hangover Part 3. Now, spoiler alert. So when Mr. Chow goes flying from the car, and he's you know, lying there, the music, they go dun. All right, and I can't think of it while I'm driving, but it sounded very reminiscent of one of the popular scores. It was like 5 or so bars, and it just sounded just like the Fast and Furious. You know, one of the scores from Fast 5. It's like we're getting some rainfall here. Go into stealth mode. But I'm kind of sad that Lynn's, you know, walking away from the franchise, but I'm not disappointed because it's not like he went out with, you know, A Good Day to Die Hard. And if you listen to my review on that, you know where that's coming from. Hey, you know what? I gave it a shot. I watched the whole movie. Talked for half an hour about what I didn't like about it. But Lynn seems to be able to not only do those big action pieces, but he just gets these really good stories, like he plans in ahead. I don't know if everything about this story, you know, with Fast and Furious, Fast 5, Fast 6, if everything was planned out like this, or if they just had a couple ideas and then, you know, let them roll. But either way, I mean, talk about good planning. It's been, believe it or not, 7 years since Tokyo Drift, and here we are with this amazing movie. Let me give you a different angle here. But I'm interested in what Lynn wants to do next. Hopefully he's not done with filmmaking. That would really suck. But I think he's really set the bar, and I really hope that Fast 7 is even better. I really do. A lot of people are wondering, you know, when Dom shows up, some people are like, well, where's Letty? It's like, well, take it easy. Where's the rest of the team? It's like, well, we saw Dom roll up. I imagine he wants to meet with DK Sean after the race and talk to him about, you know, a crew. Find out what happened to Han. Well, actually, he knows because he gets a call from Ian. But I imagine he wants to put a crew together to take them down. Turn him over to Hobbs, you know, for ridding of Han. I mean, I don't really see Dom killing anyone, you know, besides Phoenix, but that was just going to happen anyways. But then again, I don't know. I would like for DK, Sean, and Twinkie to come back, Fast 7. Hopefully I'm not alone on that. And then Dom, if he wants to bring along, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Brian came along. I think him and Mia have a good thing, and they're literally settled down. But since it's personal this time, you know, once again, with Han being dead, he may want to join one more time. And then, of course, you got Roman and Tej, his buddies. And it'd be nice to see Leo and Santos. I thought it was Tego and Santos. I got Tego from IMDb, I think. It'd be nice to see them again. But, and then of course Hobbs, you know, he says until next time. It's like, well, that's coming up pretty soon. And the nice thing, like, Hobbs wasn't overused or underused. He's in this movie just enough. And that fight aboard the plane, whew, that last move is so badass. I'd watch the whole movie just for that. seeing him and Dom team up, taking down Claus and Owen. It was just such badass. And another thing I thought about the action sequences is that Lin, he sets them up usually for quite a long time. Like, you're given a few minutes, you know, driving, getting all the gear ready before anything happens, but he does it so well. Like, everything's interesting. The build up, you know, with some panning shots, some longer shots, some wide shots of like the area they're in, and of course the music, and it's just perfect. You know, like the tank heist, the tank scene, it's like there's quite a bit of build up until they get into it, but it's a great payoff, and just, he's great with the action sequences. I think we got some tracks coming up. There we go. Plenty of humor sprinkled throughout, just enough. The car salesman thing, I could have done without that. I mean, it's a little suggestive, making them, you know, undress and everything, but it's all for a good laugh. And that kind of felt like, you know, filler though. Just like, oh, let's get this to 2 hours, see what we can do. But still a funny scene. And another big laugh, the second big laugh, is when Stasiak, you know, when he gets knocked out by Brian, and he, you know, checking his nose, he's like, again? And the audience laughed, and I'm like, yes, like they've watched Fast and Furious, they know this guy, they remember him. Because if you watch that scene without seeing, you know, Fast and Furious, the 4th movie, you'd just be like, again? You only hit him, this only happened once. I like how they included him in, and this movie ties a lot into Fast and Furious, the 4th movie. And of course you see Letty's demise, what happened. I remember there was one shot, I can't remember what site it was, but they showed Phoenix looking down the hill at her, you know, after the car blew up and she rolled down. They had this shot of him looking down. I don't know why they showed that or why they cut it out, but it would have been just interesting to see that, to see what his reaction was, you know. Come on, light. You got green lights on both sides, there's nobody. Here we go. I'm vlogging here, huh? Anyways, great movie. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave some video responses. Check out the movie, now playing in cinemas everywhere. Lots of showtimes too. So if you're up at, you know, 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock at night, it's not a problem. And we'll end with a shot of the Shower Center here. Alright, thanks for joining me, and I will talk to you later. This area right here is where the new apartment complex is going to be. I don't know if they're like laying the foundation now. See, they still got the concrete bricks there, concrete pillars, whatever you want to call them.